What's going on, Jake?
What's going on, Ryan?
Not much, man. Thank you for joining me for both of these podcasts, which is always the joke. Both of these nerds talking about anime conventions and anime history, not both of these nuts. Still, it's also a good one.
I mean, I am kind of nuts,
Yeah,
so
yeah, both of these balls. That's where the
yeah,
joke.
both of these balls.
But I figured, just two nerds talking about either the old days, new days, and everything all in between. So, Jake,
Yeah.
for the most part, we'll start with the general question: is how long you been going to anime cons?
I've been going since 2006.
Damn.
My first anime convention was Anime Boston of that year.
Oh yeah.
And that was, I think, I don't know if that was the only year I went for one day. No, it was the first 2 years I went to Anime Boston. I only went for one day
Okay.
because
No.
I didn't really know
Yeah.
what I was getting into. Like conventions were something I never really thought about. Like I went at the behest of a friend.
Hmm.
She's just like, she was just like, oh, hey, there's an anime convention in Boston. We should go. And I'm just like, what? Really? I mean, all right, I guess. She's like, we should go. We can cosplay. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I think I could get in on that. So, I was thinking of what to do, but we made the decision kind of late.
Yeah.
So, I mean, one of the characters I always wanted to be at a young age was Link, because I
Oh, for
always
real?
loved. Oh yeah, I always loved Legend of Zelda growing up.
Sick.
But I ended up going with Squall from Final Fantasy VIII.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know you
because
cosplayed Squall. Oh, sick.
yeah, I've done it twice. I did it in Anime Boston 2006 and Anime Boston 2016. I wanted to commemorate the 10 years, so I did
Oh,
Squall again. Um, but a bit of an interesting fact about myself is the act of going to Anime Boston and cosplaying Squall is what essentially got me to start growing my hair out.
really?
Yeah, because
Like, for as long as I've known you, like, you've always had long hair, so
no,
it's just
yeah, exactly.
that's cool.
But when I was young, whenever my mom said, "Oh, you need a haircut," the way she defined haircut was like her buzzing my head in the
Yeah.
kitchen. So
Hey, me too, but a little bit, little
yeah,
bit. Like, my mom left me a little more, but I know
yeah,
what you mean. Right in the kitchen. Hell
yeah.
yeah.
So I was showing my parents the character I wanted to be.
Hmm.
And it was a simple enough outfit because like he just has the leather jacket
Yeah.
and the pants and
Pants.
stuff.
The gun
Um,
sword. Hell yeah.
yeah. So my grandma took me to the Salvation Army. We found a leather jacket,
Hell
and then
yeah.
and then
Hell yeah.
my mom, she got some like fake fur, and then she sewed it to the collar for me. And I convinced them. I was like, I can just grow my hair out. I don't need a wig for this.
Hmm.
And this was still during a time where most parents were just like, oh, I can't let my son grow my hair out. That's weird.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, my parents were never really like conservative parents or
Yeah.
like shelter-y
Yeah.
parents or helicopter parents. Like,
Yeah.
but they did kind of, or at least my mom, they kind of pushed back a little bit, but it wasn't like a violent rejection.
Yeah. It's more like
So,
why
like
you want to do this, right? Like what's
you
going on with
sort of,
this?
yeah, like
Yeah.
they were still in that phase of, oh, it's weird for my son to want to grow his hair out.
Yeah.
But
Girls do that back in the day.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, exactly. But they agreed to it with the uh with the expectation that I would cut my hair afterwards. I was
Afterwards. All
like,
right. Yeah.
I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Um, um, so I grew my hair out, and my dad made the gun blade prop for me,
Really?
yeah, I helped him with it
That's
because
sick. What?
it's actually because of him and something that actually happened prior. So like, I need to go further back because if I were to um find the true genesis of like cosplay and prop making for me
Yeah.
was back when um Ocarina of Time came out.
All right.
So both him and me were playing through the game. I had my own file, he had his.
Sick.
But
Yeah, back when what you only can have 3 files per fucking
yeah,
mega
three yeah,
for
three
64
yep, 3 files per.
per person.
Um
You get a Blockbuster. Whose file is this? Ben Drown. Never heard of him.
yeah, no, oh my God, dude. No, I remember. God, yeah, me. Oh man, me and my sister followed that like religiously.
Yeah, like that
Like
creepy
I
old school.
like
That's that old school creepy pasta.
oh yeah,
Hell
that
yeah,
was like
dude.
the best one. I think I discovered that as the same time as Pokemon Ghost Black.
Oh shit. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
It was from creepypastas for me back then were Ghost Black, but back then it was just black because this was before Gen 5.
Yeah.
So ever since Black and White came out, they like retroactively call it Ghost
Oh, it's
Black.
Ghost Black. It's scary.
Yeah,
Can make
so
it
there was Ghost
scarier.
Black. Yeah, Ghost Black, Haunted Silver, and Haunted Majora's Mask.
Nice. Hell
But
yeah.
when Ocarina of Time is out, my dad was playing. I was running around the house
Mhm.
with a fake sword, just like doing stuff, and then he got the idea of making the items for me.
Yeah.
So what to make me little props so I can have like the whole complement and everything. And I learned how to make them with him. So what he did is the job he was working at the time. I can't remember what he actually did there, but he would bring home this cardboard.
All right.
He would bring home these sheets of white packing cardboard. So it's packing cardboard in a cardboard box. Like how they
Yeah, how it has like the
when
inside
you
parts.
when you
They're a little
stack
stronger.
stuff and then you stack stuff and then you lay down one of those sheets and then start
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
another thing. Um, but this stuff was like paper white and it wasn't corrugated. So it was like very, very, very thick cardstock.
Hmm.
I've actually yet to find a cardboard of this thickness again,
Interesting.
like especially packing cardboard because the stuff's a lot thinner now.
Yeah.
But the thing it was stiff. It was I mean I don't want to say it was durable, but it was rigid. It was rigid enough
Like
to like if you were to draw something on it and cut the shape out, like it
yeah.
would stay stiff.
Cool.
So that's what we did. We drew and made like little props of the Zelda items with this cardboard.
Hmm.
He did some and I did some, but his looked neater because he colored inside the
He's the
lines and had a
dad,
steady
yeah,
hand. Yeah, he had the steady hand while he was
yeah.
drawing.
He didn't have the
Um,
impatience of us going like, yeah, let's go. Like, let's do
yeah,
it.
no,
I'm doing it.
but he made fucking everything for me. Like
That's
we made
awesome.
the shields, the fucking ocarina, the boomerang and stuff. Like it all looked so cool. And um, I remember like we were cutting out the shield, and I don't know if he didn't actually know or if he wanted me to figure it out. But he's like he's holding the shield and he's looking at it and he's like, I don't know how you would hold this thing. And I was like, why don't we just cut a strip off the cardboard and staple it to the shield
Hell
so I
yeah.
can hold on to it?
Hell yeah. Teachable
And
moment.
no, exactly. Like,
Love it.
and
Love that, dude. That's
so I
awesome.
had like I had like my own custom made Zelda props. So and then, he had that job for a handful of years, so he would keep bringing the shit home.
Cool.
Um, so I would start making more stuff. I made the Majora's Mask items, and then when I would watch the shootout scene from the Matrix, like I made my own guns and shit, like
Yeah.
little flat AKs and
Oh,
stuff. Like
sick, dude. I was gonna say, did you make your own
so,
phone?
yeah, I did actually.
You close it, like, dude. When they came out with those
Yeah,
phones back in the day, sick, sick fast phones,
I
dude.
yeah, like so I was curious. So I actually went onto eBay and looked up the
Like what is it
it
like?
was
What brand
no
is it? Nokia?
yeah well it was a Nokia in the first one, and then in the other two it was like a Motorola. But I looked up the
Yeah.
Motorola phone, and they actually had like the actual phone with like Matrix packaging and all that. And I think like
Whoa, sick,
mint I
dude,
think like mint
sick.
in box the thing is still like 3 grand.
Oh hell
It's
no.
crazy. But
Oh my god, I never thought to look that up though. I'd be on
yeah,
eBay too, looking up like old shit. Like I said, I like it was funny. The
yeah,
last podcast we were talking about buying retro games online. especially on eBay. But I've never thought to
Oh
look
my
up the
god.
Matrix fucking
Yeah.
phones, like each the Motorola's, the freaking open close thing. The thing was so cool.
Yeah. The Nokia ones cost a little less, but they're still expensive,
Yeah, of course.
obviously.
Yeah.
But those are a little more attainable. Like I look at that, like I think I found one like out of box, like missing a couple pieces for like $200, and I was like, you know what? I'd drop
Oh,
$200
I would.
on that.
It's just it's so obscure, like obscure and just like here's a
Yeah,
random thing somebody wants to buy on the internet. What is it? You know, the phones from the Matrix from like 2000.
yeah,
It's like okay.
yeah. So yeah, I made a lot of those prompts, but one day he stopped working there because this was in 2001. So when they started opening Apple stores all
Oh
over all
wow.
over the country,
Yeah.
and so and he we were always we always used Mac computers and all Apple stuff. So he really wanted to work there.
Oh
So
cool, cool,
he
cool.
got his foot in the door, and the cardboard stopped coming in, and I slowly I slowed down in making stuff because I wanted to make it last,
Yeah.
and then it eventually ran out. So and that made me really really sad
Of
because I
course.
always loved that
The
stuff. Like it was
supplies. Yeah.
perfect, nothing. And I tried again with like brown corrugated cardboard, and it wasn't the same. Like I got a little better, like I was better at like drawing stuff, and I made the engineering a little better. Like when I made swords, I glued a yardstick to it, so it was like
A little bit.
rigid
Yeah,
and
a little bit
stuff.
more like together. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but no, fuck, I skipped over something because I just remembered when I wanted to make the mirror shield. I covered the thing in tinfoil.
Remind me, Mirror Shield. What is that one from again? That's from Zelda, or is it?
Yeah, it was in Ocarina, Majora, and Wind Waker.
All right, I played it. I'm not like well versed in it, so I had
Okay.
to ask. You know, just
I
making sure I
I
know
mean
what.
it definitely there you definitely should. Like in terms of like iconic video games of like all time, their Ocarina is definitely up there. I mean
Mhm.
like the entire I'm just honestly Zelda as a whole.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
play more Zelda games, definitely play more Metroid games because
That's the one I never got into. That is one like I just missed the boat
Met-
on. That and Castlevania, like those type of
it's
games, like just never really appealed to me. Oh, and
so
Mega Man. You know,
yeah,
like I don't know.
I got into Castlevania when I was much older,
Yeah.
but I mean, I still greatly greatly appreciate those games. I've beaten very few of them
Hmm.
because they are hard,
Yeah.
but they're awesome. They're very fun, and the Metroid games are amazing. Like Super Metroid, Super Metroid, one of the best games on the SNES. Metroid Prime on the GameCube, like still to me is one of the best Nintendo games. Period.
All right. All right.
So I'm absolutely hyped for Prime 4 when that comes out next year.
Okay.
But yeah, like ugh, I miss a lot of those days.
Well,
But
like yeah,
yeah,
those old gaming days and shit. And I know
yeah.
what you mean.
So yeah, running out of that cardboard, I got sad,
I mean,
and I
yeah, I
didn't
don't blame
do
you. Do not blame me one
and I
bit.
didn't do it as much. But by the time now I'm finally looping all the way back to my anime Boston story because this this was part of it. So when me and Dad made the Gunblade, we didn't. I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, I want this to be three dimensional.
Okay.
I'm like, I want this to be three dimensional, and it's gonna look tacky if we just stack sheets of cardboard on top of each other to get the three dimensions. And my dad's like, I got an idea. So we go to Home Depot, and he gets one of those giant boards, pink insulation foam. You know, like have you seen this stuff?
What's that?
So it's not like fiberglass foam like you see in the attic.
Hmm.
So this stuff they come in these long pink sheets, or sometimes I've gotten them in blue sometimes. But it's styrofoam, but it's used for insulating houses. So you put it in between the walls of the house, so like the inside wall and the outside wall,
All right.
and this insulates the house. But it's foam, so it's incredibly light,
Sick.
and it's easy to cut, easy to shape, and um, so we bought that and we made the gun blade out of that stuff. And then like he showed me how to use a jigsaw when when making this. But we also found what not to do with it, because
Oh
when
yeah.
we went so when we went to paint it,
It's that
we
classic
used
ingenuity, and you gotta act the better words, fuck around, find out, and see what happens.
no, exactly. So we went to paint it, but we used spray paint.
Okay, as you do
And
back in 2000s to cover
yeah,
to color,
so
to color everything.
yeah, so we go to spray paint it, and because it's the styrofoam, and like the aerosols and like the other shit that's in the paint like ate away at the foam, so it
Mm.
ruined it.
Oh
So
no.
we had to start over and
Oh
remake
shit.
it. So we hand painted it, and it came out nice that time.
Right.
Um, but it looked really good, and he was just like, it's light, but it's foam, so it's fragile. Be careful with it. I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. Um, so what do you do at an anime convention as a 14-year-old when you're cosplaying somebody with a sword?
You
You
swing
get
it,
into sword fights with
swing it
people.
around until someone takes a photo of
Yeah,
you. You're just like,
yeah,
yeah.
no, exactly. You get into sword fights,
Oh shit! I don't
and
even don't even forgot about that.
no, exactly, because this means like I started going to cons like during like the Wild West era that everyone so affectionately refers to it
Yeah,
as.
you're talking. So
So
you said you were 14. So that was you
I was
said
14,
2006,
2006.
2006.
Oh,
Damn.
that was 18 years ago.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me. I mean, granted, then again, this is what the point of the podcast is. But don't remind me. God
Yeah,
damn it.
yeah. It was. I've been going to cons for 18 years.
Yeah,
Um,
I feel that, man. That,
so it was. This is one of the very few things that I miss from the old era,
mhm.
because you could get into mock fights with people
I
depending on your
remember that.
character. It was fun. I
Yeah.
got into a sword fight with an Ichigo. It was cool. But then, we got into a blade lock and I pushed too hard, and, my fucking gun blade snapped.
Oh,
Yeah, so
damn.
I was just like, oh man. And he's like, oh my. I'm like, no, it's fine. I pushed too hard. I'll fix it.
Yeah.
So I go and I fix it. I go about the rest of my
Was there
day.
still a like a cosplay repair at the time? Like
Oh,
back in the day, was that still was that
yeah.
even a thing? Oh, it's hell yeah,
Oh,
cool.
yeah, it was. It was always, yeah, it always was. Um,
Like I said, when I first went in oh 08, oh 09, it's just like I knew that was there, so I just maybe 2
yeah,
years
I
later, but I
can't,
wasn't sure how Wild Westy it was.
yeah, I can't, though I can't remember if it was in the same room as Masquerade HQ at the time.
Right.
Because I don't think it was like cosplay repair was like its own room.
Cool, cool,
But
sick.
then like a handful of years later they merged it
It made more
into
sense, right?
Masquerade HQ. Yeah, it made more sense. One less room to use.
Yeah. It just makes sense.
But
Like, oh, this is where the HQ is. This is where you'll find it also. So,
yeah,
hey, hell,
yeah.
props to that, right? Haha,
Yeah.
props. Boom, tis. Anyway.
Yeah, but like, and then the year after that I I went as Link. So
Nice.
my dad had a coworker who also like went to cons and stuff, so she made the cosplay for me. It got pretty down to the wire. Like we were getting really close and she was running out of time, so she had to cut a few corners at the last second, but it still looked really good and I loved it. And I felt really good in that cosplay. Um, so I begged and pleaded to let my let my parents grow my hair out again.
Of course, of course.
And
Just for the convention, mom, dad, come on.
no, exactly.
Waiting a whole
Like
year for this.
and she's no, exactly.
Yeah,
Like I was
I
like,
get
we
it.
wait a whole year for this and all that,
Then when it's
and
over, we'll let it
yeah,
grow, and then when
and
like October
she's like,
comes, I'll let it grow some more.
yeah, she's like, you gotta cut your hair afterward. I'm like, fine, but I really want to go.
Hell yeah, dude.
So,
Hell yeah.
I go,
The things that we
yeah,
did.
but
The things that we did.
yeah, I go and then come home after that. Same thing happened in 2008, except in 2008 I went as Dante from Devil May Cry because that was the year Devil May Cry 4 came out, and I was like, I gotta do Dante for this. So,
Damn, 4. Oh, god
um,
damn, I'm going to say it again. That's one of the other series I never got into too much, but 4 came out in 2008?
yep,
I thought it was later than that, dog.
nope.
There's like
We
Dante, 2008.
maybe
I'm like, yeah,
the
like Devil May Cry is like on part 2, right? Maybe
no,
4. Fuck.
no. I had yeah, we bought a pre-made cosplay for that this time.
Nice.
So like I bought the Devil May Cry 3 outfit. We bought the wig,
Mm-hmm.
bought a couple of guns, and I painted them black and silver.
Question: do you
Um,
remember the website at all?
I think it was eBay.
eBay. Yeah, that was the
It
only
was
other
off
place like other than
eBay.
like Cosplay
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah, no, well, even none of those places really existed back then. I mean, maybe a couple of did, but this was back when sites like those weren't trustworthy.
Yeah, I think Cosplay Magic
Like,
at that time, like in '08, was like the only one that everyone's like, you might want to try this.
no, no, exactly. Like that was the only site that was worth anything. And and I know that there are so many more sites now that are like good. They
Yeah.
like, they make decent stuff. But even now when I look at sites, I still have that like residual
Yep. Like,
hesitation.
I don't
I'm
want to
just
get
like,
screwed on this
I
one.
don't know exactly. I was like, oh man, like even like my Darth Revan cosplay that I
Hmm.
got
Yeah.
a couple of years ago, I bought that shit off of AliExpress.
Oh, dude, my Kim Kitsuragi jacket. It's from AliExpress. Shouts out to
Yeah,
fucking Disco Elysium. Fuck yeah.
yeah. So
Oh, the
I got
jacket is
that from
behind me. It always leaves
AliExpress.
it behind me.
It's
Fuck.
just like, oh, okay, fine. Like I can get shit from like anywhere now, and it'll be fine because like didn't like AliExpress used to suck?
Yeah, it was like, y'all ever heard of AliExpress? They're like, sounds like a bullshit. There's no way.
They're just like, don't buy from this place.
It's $100 with fucking shipping from China. Come
Yeah,
on, yeah. It's just like, I
yeah.
mean, I
But
think
yeah,
I AliExpress is where I got my back in there. I got my CL Phantom Hive cosplay from there.
why you cosplay CL?
Yeah, hell yeah. That was
I
like
mean, I
2011.
well, yeah. Actually, you know what?
Yeah,
Holy
what's it?
fuck, was that the year I cosplayed Sebastian?
I don't know. I
I
gotta
was
look.
gonna say because I can't say shit. I cosplayed Sebastian.
Hey man, I mean
Um,
it was cool. I mean that was a good ass show. I remember watching it on like what is it like Anime Magic or some shit.
yeah,
You
Kiss
know,
Anime.
yeah, Kiss Anime.
I think
Yeah, I think it surprises people that I cosplayed CL because I used to be a lot smaller, no muscle mass. So it's like, oh hell
yeah,
yeah,
like see, that's the thing about being our age now. Like we're like I don't know how else to say it, but like we're not in our twink era anymore.
I mean, based because like I always show photos. Like even when I was younger than that, like back in my rave days, I got photos. I'm just like, God damn,
Yeah,
fucking got cigarette arms. Let's smoke them arms. I'll break my own fucking arm looking at me.
yeah,
Not as
yeah,
big as I was now. Fuck.
yeah. It's
It's true though. It
actually
is 100% true though. God damn.
it's like actually part of the reason why I feel like hesitation of wanting to cosplay a character like Link again.
Cause yeah, little twink boy. Yeah, I get that.
Well, yeah, because like I'm a lot taller.
Yeah,
I'm a lot bigger
yeah.
too. Like I I'm in my low to mid 30s, and I have a beer gut and a beard. Like I'm so I don't know. I'm just like so nervous of,
Yeah, being
somebody looking at me like I'm weird or thinking I'm a creep because I'm cosplaying at my age.
I know
That's
what you mean.
that's been something I've been wrestling with for the last few years.
I get that. I really get that a lot because I'll be honest with you, my man. Like, as much as I am, oh, you fucking working out to be healthy, it's the
Yeah.
cosplay. I'll be 100% honest with you because, like, I have that over my head. Like, it's something I
Yeah.
will 100% not disagree with you. It's just like, I don't want to be, like, Like, do I look like the old guy? You know, am I the old
Yeah,
guy cosplaying the young dude? Like, let's just get like the size difference out of the way. Let's just talk about like. I don't want to cosplay Luffy. I really don't. Like, he's like 17.
yeah,
And after time skip, he's like, what, 19? Like, okay, I'm not cosplaying a 19-year-old. Like,
yeah,
my latest cosplay was being one of the admirals who's like an old guy. Because I'm just like,
yeah,
yeah, I'm an old guy now. Like, I'm going to be Akainu because he's older. Like,
yeah.
I'm looking at myself cosplaying older people now. If fucking,
Right.
like, I'm looking at one of my figures, like Endeavor or somebody like that from like My Hero or just older characters. I'm not going to be Deku. I'm not going to be fucking Bakugo. Like, it's not going to happen.
It's why it's part of the reason why I did that Revan cosplay
Mm-hmm.
because I can just be behind a mask.
Yep. No, I
And
get that.
I'm looking to do something similar because I want to cosplay the stranger from the Acolyte. Did you watch the
I
Acolyte?
have not watched the Acolyte yet. I've
Okay.
I've been talking to people about that. And it's one of my coworkers who's really into it. He follows everything. He loves it all.
No, it was good.
I heard it was mad good.
Um,
Honestly, I heard it was really freaking
yeah,
good. Like besides
it was
everyone being
good.
like, "Ooh, fucking Star Wars," you know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, navigating that was
yeah,
insane.
yeah. It's for
But
me. I'll be honest with you. Like my take right now at Star Wars is I'm burnt out a bit. I like,
and like
you know,
that's fine. Like, you know what? Like what I say to people is just like I can't get excited for stuff anymore. It's like that's fine. Like take a break. It's something. It's not like it's a live show. It's something you can just watch. Like take a break. It'll still be there waiting
yeah,
when you come back.
exactly.
It like I still haven't watched Andor all the way through. I watched like the first 3 episodes,
Yeah, no, I haven't
but
watched that yet. I think I stopped in the first or second season of fucking what's it, Mandalorian. That was sick, and
yeah,
I'm just like, because I'm just like, all right, But then after that, I'm like, all right, I'm good with Star Wars right now. It all
yeah.
links back to like Luke, Leia, and everybody, and I'm just like, all right, I don't know, I'm good.
Yeah, which is why like I was reading the High Republic books. Like
Hmm.
it's an era that's maybe like 230 years before the
That's
movies.
what everyone tells
So
me. That's what everyone's just like, Ryan,
yeah,
just go to the
it
High Republic, dude, because they're just like, this is
no
like
dude,
over
the
there.
High Republic is so fucking good. Like it's my favorite era of Star Wars right now.
Is it a series of books? Is that what the games are
Yes,
based off of? A little bit?
no.
No, okay. That's Old
Um
Republic, right? Not High Republic, I guess.
yeah, Old Republic. Old Republic is thousands of years in the past, but
Okay.
do you read much or do you do audiobooks more or
I'm trying to get into reading as I'm getting old.
yeah.
um, I'm trying to do audiobooks too, just for my drives. But I
Yeah.
started reading for a while. I started reading like horror books, but after a while I
Yeah.
just stopped. But
Uh,
trying to expand my brain.
yeah. Um Star Wars audiobooks in particular
Mhm.
are really awesome because they kind of go that extra mile and they put in all the extra stuff like they have the music going, they put in the sound effects.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's kind of sick.
yeah, and depending on who you get as the narrator, they'll try to do a little more like the mainline uh adult level reading books for High Republic. They're all narrated by this guy named Mark Thompson. He's a voice actor,
Okay,
so he like really puts a lot of energy into the performance of some of the characters, and it's really really good.
pretty sick. Yeah, last time I actually
Um,
listened to an audiobook, it was Norse mythology with Neil Gaiman, and
oh nice.
he was the one who narrated it, and I was like, this is
Oh,
awesome.
okay, that's cool.
It was free on YouTube. I don't think it's free anymore because they might have found they fucking found me. What
um,
happened to Angerboda? I wanted to know.
um, Another one that's really good and I want to get into actually is Andy Serkis did audiobooks for The Lord of the Rings
Oh
and
my
The Hobbit.
god, that must be
So it's
fucking
just
sick, dude. Andy Serkis
yeah,
is
no,
awesome.
I've heard excerpts and
Yeah.
they're really good. And naturally when he gets to the parts with Gollum, he does
Yeah.
his Gollum voice.
Well, yeah, you can't beat that.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely check out some Star Wars audiobooks. Do you have Spotify?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have audiobooks on Spotify now.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you don't have access to every single audiobook that's on there,
Of course.
but you do get access to a decent amount.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with Audible, like you get a free credit every month, and that adds up quick. So like that's how I've been listening.
All right. Pretty sick.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna come back a little bit on that. The
Oh,
last somewhat book I've listened to, I'm not gonna lie, I've dipped my toe in this a little bit. Was some 40K stuff, some
oh yeah.
some Warhammer 40K books, and like
I
fucking fall asleep like that. I'm like, this is so good. Out like a fucking light. I don't even make it past like
yeah.
5 minutes. So
I
technically speaking, 40K, but last time I actually
I
listened to it
like
was Neil Gaiman.
yeah, like I've only really kind of skimmed the surface of 40K
Yeah,
because I know that is a massive rabbit hole.
yeah.
I'm trying to kind of keep it at a minimum
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about.
because I mentioned 40K around Nate,
Yeah.
and he he's like, please don't start buying those minis. I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that
No, I
because
couldn't.
like I already do stuff with Gunpla, and I got into Magic last year,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm playing a lot of Magic the Gathering. But the funny thing is, like, Magic does
Another money
IP.
pit.
Yeah, no, exactly. Oh,
Which
dude,
one? Both of them, and I don't blame you. They're both cool as
it,
fuck.
dude, it was so fucking bad. Like, there was a point where I was like buying a booster pack every day.
I don't blame you. I do
It
not blame
was
you one
it
bit.
was it was so bad. I'm past it. I'm past it though. Thank God.
Oh, good. That's how I was for
Um,
a while too. So don't no worries, dude. I get that.
but the funny thing with Magic is that they do IP crossovers, and they
Oh,
have
they're so cool. They're so fucking cool.
yeah they have 40K decks. And I
Yep.
bought one. So my indulgence with 40K is that deck I bought and a couple of video games I have, which is fine
Yeah.
because like I have Space Marine on the Xbox. I bought Bolt Gun on my Switch, which but I bought Bolt Gun because it was made in the same vein as like old retro boomer shooters, so it was
Yeah.
like Doom and Quake,
Yeah. I saw that.
but it's Warhammer. Like, it's really good. I love it. Um,
I'm not gonna lie. I know it was back here, and I'm looking for it. It must have fell, which I'm really sad about. I was supposed to put in a better thing. I have a Sister of Mercy card. I was like the one, like I actually bought. Like, I saw that, and I'm like, wait, there's 40K fucking Magic cards. I'm like, where are the Sisters
yep.
of Battle? Like, what do
Oh,
we
they're
got
in there.
here? Yeah, of course, Luden does the fucking lore videos on YouTube. Shouts out,
Hmm.
Luten. Oh my god, I'm part of the Sleep Squad. Oh my god, listen to him when if I'm traveling to Maine sometimes or long work trips. I listen to it.
Yeah.
But man, when I gotta fall asleep, listen to that. Yeah, he there was a quote before the Sister Battle one. I'm like, where's that from? And it's from the fucking what is it? It's from the Sister Battle card. I forgot which one. I have it, but it's somewhere here and I can't find it. Son of a bitch.
Let me see if I'll go to Scryfall. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, there's like a few, but it's I made the same thing. Went on eBay and I was like, yeah, let me get that one. Let me get the
Yeah.
holographic one. Let me get that beast real quick. Yeah, man. Like sometimes when you get into those things, when you just like dip a toe in a little bit, it's like, yeah, man, I really want to get into this, but I ain't doing it, dog. Like I can't. Like
Yeah.
my money's not happy, and then like the serotonin's great, but like
Yeah.
you just slow
Exactly.
down a little bit, bring that back. Maybe I'll get into gambling, like every other older person, right?
Was it Triumph of Saint Catherine?
I think so. Yeah, it's like the heart they're holding the thing.
Maybe.
Let
Because
me
there
see.
are a
Yeah,
few.
there's multiple because there's just like the
Yeah, there's a bunch of Sisters of Battle cards in this set. So.
hold on, I think it's down there. Let me check. It's full. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. Hate to say it's another.
Oh, it's Sister Repentia.
What's it say on it?
Like the quote. It says I shall seek the Emperor's forgiveness in the darkest places of the night.
That sounds so cool, but that wasn't it. That sounds so fucking cool. It's like it was like pain is love, pain is learning, or some shit like that.
Oh, okay. Hold
Something
on.
like that. Believe it or not, what dropped is actually let me grab that. Is something that like when I mean we're gonna get into a second hobby is this thing. It's a speaking of figures and shit. It's a rubber band gun, submachine gun. It's a Thompson.
Tommy gun that shoot. It's a Tommy gun that shoots at the rubber bands.
Yeah, but you have to build it. It's the wooden
Oh,
one.
that's cool.
Yeah, I got it on Amazon for like I think it was like 60, but it went on sale.
Nice.
But yeah, speaking of that, like you're the one who I talked to about fucking Gunpla.
Oh, yeah.
And like it's so funny because like I don't really like do Gundams, so to speak.
Yeah.
The ones that I've built are I have like Whitebeard ship from One Piece.
Yeah, like I was just gonna say, Bandai has One Piece kits now, and they're
Yeah.
really good.
Oh shit. My other ones, I got the Baratier one. They're all close to me right now.
Yeah, my buddy Alex got the Thousand Sunny.
Nice, hell yeah. I got another one. I think it's from the One Piece Red movie, and it's Shanks' ship. And then there's this one really obscure one. Well, I don't know if it's obscure. Me being a nerd, it's the name's weird because the translation is Girl Gun Lady. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those. They seem interesting. I kind of wanted to get some of those.
I like it. I think it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Like they actually come apart. I haven't opened this thing in forever, so there's maybe a button here. Oh, load cartridge. There we go. Open them up.
Oh yeah.
And then
Well, the cylinder.
Yep, it has removable bullets and shit.
Nice.
And then apparently there's attachments that are other guns that you can put on there. The one extra piece that I want is a grenade launcher. That one looks like so much fun. Knocked over my sister battle figures.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the most. I got 2 of those, one red, one in black. But it's like they're like the McFarlane toys, because I'm just like that's the most I'm gonna go with figures now, and I'm not fucking building it. I'm not making an army. I don't have like $2,000 to drop to create an army that I'm never gonna play with.
Yeah, any collection I have is gonna take, many years because I'm gonna buy things a little at a time.
Yeah, of course. But like right now, Jake, like this is one of my favorite questions to ask in regards like what I was thinking about this is what's your current hyperfixation? Like what is it like you're into right now that's just like so like that's just gotten your attention?
So that's a bit of a difficult question to answer because with how I work.
No, that's great. Happy to hear
it. With my brand of Batism and the Neurospicy. I have a bit of a pie chart of stuff that I hyperfixate on. Like I have major stuff, and then there can be smaller things that I kind of pay more attention to. But like the biggest pieces of that chart are things like Star Wars, Power Rangers, Gundam, and Zelda, and things like that. So I can I go like a long period where I'm hyperfixating on something, and then I move on to the next thing. But other times there are things that other times, there's stuff that I'm just always thinking about. Like I'm kind of always perpetually thinking about Star Wars.
Okay.
But as for an actual current hyperfixation right now.
Yep. At this moment.
I'm dating myself a bit here.
That's fine.
So I'm gonna ask you a question.
No. Okay.
Are you familiar with the Myst games?
Yes.
Yeah.
Never played them, but I'm aware of them.
Yes. So I'm playing through Myth right now.
Oh, sick. Okay, that's like puzzles and like moving through things, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I never beat any of the Myst games because I was young when I
Young, yeah.
discovered those. So
You're just
it's
looking at
like
it, it's
how
like
the fuck am I
there's nothing to do. You're just moving
Yeah, yeah,
around.
yeah,
You're just a
yeah.
kid. You're like, I don't get it. Why would anyone play
So
this?
yeah. So I'm playing through one of the remakes they did because it's been remade a few times
Hmm.
because they back in 2000 they did a remake where everything was rendered in real time and not the pre-rendered backgrounds.
Yes.
And then in 2014 they did an upgrade in that version where they remade the remake in the Unity engine, and
Okay.
that's the version I'm currently playing.
All right. All right. I feel you. I feel you.
But when I get some more money or a Steam sale happens, they also did another remake of it in the Unreal Engine.
Oh
So
man,
that's
so
the
that
most
never
reason.
look sick then, huh?
Yeah, no, it looks great. And they also just released an Unreal Engine remake of its sequel, Riven, and Riven was a really, really good game. I tried playing through it, but again, I was 6 years old.
Yeah, I've heard
But
of that one.
my,
Just same thing,
but
right? It plays the same.
yeah, my
Okay.
dad loved that game. He played it religiously, like he was so fucking addicted to it. But I want to get that, and I want to play the rest of the series because I actually do want to play through them and beat them and solve those puzzles and feel good about it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So that's what I'm kind of
Currently
hyper
on. Yeah.
fixated on right now. As for like other video games I'm actively playing, I am still in the trenches on Helldivers.
Oh yeah. I'll stop playing that fucking game. I tell you that much.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, sucks. I never got too many chances to play with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, me ever since I got my buddy CJ into it,
Yeah.
we play all the fucking time. I tried to sell him on that game,
Hmm.
and I ended up selling him on it so well, he went out and bought a PS5
Wow. Okay.
to play it.
That's happened to
And this
me and
was
my friends with Gears of War back in
and
360
and,
days.
the, and that's after him being like, I'll never get this system because I fucking hate that controller.
Oh hell yeah. Love it.
So
Love that.
I managed to break him of that and convince him to get Helldivers, and now he's logged more hours than me and is like 20 levels ahead of me.
Oh shit. Yeah. He's about that life. They about that
Yeah,
life.
so him, our friend, his roommate, like we're all friends and stuff. So I play with him, his roommate, and one of our coworkers. So we always have a team of four going, and we're like
Nice. Shit.
we're
Yeah.
going crazy with it.
Well, that's all you
So
need, man. Once you get your own team, you're good to go.
oh, exactly. I'm playing a lot of that. I picked up Elden Ring finally on my birthday
Oh yeah. Sick.
a month ago. I haven't played too much of that though
That was the first
because
FromSoft game I've ever beaten.
really,
Yeah, I've always bought them all. Or always just like when they're on sale, I pick
yeah,
them up, but I've never played it. Elden Ring was like the one that like logged in over 100 hours, and I'm like, holy
yeah.
shit, I did this. And then I'm like, I
I
get it now. I get why people like these games. Holy crap.
I mean I am convinced that I can get through it and beat it because my dad was able to do it.
Yeah. I think
Um,
the lore is
my
what really
dad,
got me. The lore really
yeah,
like was the best thing for me in that game. Like I was really excited. Like I don't need to fight this boss. I want to see what the hell's going on over here and just learning about the world. I think that's what really
yeah.
sold me
The
on it.
the lore hasn't really sunk in for me yet. I'm
It's
just
still
kind of
confusing.
playing through the game and
Yeah.
stuff, but it's. I mean, I do like what I've played so far,
Hell yeah.
so I'm gonna keep at it.
Hell yeah. It's a good
Um,
game. Great game.
yeah, but I need to pick Final Fantasy VII Rebirth back up because I haven't touched that in a while.
Mm.
Same for Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, I did
I
not finish Baldur's Gate 3. Me
I didn't
and Blondie
either.
Sunday did not finish that. We are at the Act 3, and it's just like, I'm going to do something else. I don't want this to end just yet. Having one of those moments, you know?
Yeah, I haven't touched it
Hmm.
since Helldivers came.
I get that. I
Like
get that. New
I
game comes
was
out. It's like, fuck it.
already juggling a couple of games
Yeah.
before Helldivers because I was playing Baldur's Gate 3, but
Hmm.
I also decided to finally start Death Stranding.
Oh, dude. I bought that again for PS5 because I started halfway and then I
Yeah.
stopped, and I'm like, I want to play that game again because I remember how relaxing it was, and I'm just like, I want to play a game that
Hmm.
relaxes me, and Death Stranding just
Yeah,
seemed like the best option.
yeah. Death Stranding is really good.
Hell yeah! I mean, Kojima. What do
I
you
I, I
expect?
want to finish. I want to finish that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And now it's even harder because I came into this desktop PC
Hmm.
because oh shit. No, that thunder is loud.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, like my dad gave me this desktop PC. He's just like, think you could run games on this? I'm just like, well, no, let's see.
Let's give it a shot. Why
So
not?
we hooked it up and I went to that system requirements lab
Hmm.
thing and I found that list of like the top 50 games on it and stuff. It had like Elden Ring and
Oh,
Helldivers and
dang.
shit.
Shit,
Like
yeah, dude.
it
That's all you need.
and um it could run all that. I'm
Nice.
like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Nice.
So so he's like, yeah, take it home. I'm like,
Dude, hell yeah. Desktop, why not? Run games? Hell yeah.
yeah. So I'm dipping my feet in on
Hmm.
PC gaming now. So
Nice. Really quick, Jake. I'm gonna take a quick break. I just gotta pee.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yep.
I Oh Jesus, you're back already? How close is the bathroom?
Oh, it's literally the next fucking room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, no worries. It sucks getting old. No, it's because like before working out, like try to drink a shit ton of water, and then like
Oh yeah.
what is it? A fucking energy drink to make me like fucking go.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just had to make sure.
No, it's
I could see myself like moving back and forth. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna say something. Getting old, turning to an old man.
okay.
Uh, I remember back in the day when fucking Anime Boston had the wall of hentai. Y'all ever heard of that? The wall of
Oh my
hentai? They still have
God.
that?
Yep.
They don't have that shit
I
no more.
Nope.
Uh,
I once because um for 1 or 2 years, I think it was, my ex ran the hentai panel at PortCon.
really?
So yeah.
How long has this program been
Yeah.
going on? I remember because like legit, it was the first time we've went with me and the crew. So it's like
2003, I want to say.
yeah, it said it was running for like 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Damn, that's awesome. I like the way it's ran.
Yeah, um it has dethroned Anime Boston as like my favorite slash home con.
I don't blame you.
Um yeah, like I don't think I can do AB anymore. It's just I got I've talked to Shelby about this. Like I got priced out of it. Like
Yep. No, we all did, bro. I mean,
it's
it's
too
it's
like
crazy.
because we're already going to a convention and finding a hotel in the financial district of Boston.
Yep.
Like it's too much. Like
Yeah,
it
it's
it
1,000
absolutely
plus for the Thursday through Sunday. Like, come on.
it hurts me so much to say it. Like it pains me, but I can't go to that fucking con anymore.
I know what you mean. Like, this is like the, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but like this, the reason why I like with this podcast is like Anime Boston. You walk in there, 55 bucks the whole weekend, whatever. And I
Oh
remember,
yeah,
like,
that was
I remember
great.
reading it, being like, "Oh my god, how much is going to cost me for the whole weekend from at the Sheridan?" And just realized, no, it wasn't that much as I thought it
No, it
was.
was.
And I was like, damn, I missed out. Like during my rave days, like I was like, nah, I can't
Yeah,
afford that. Not realizing like I could just like get, it's not as expensive as I thought it was, and then just ask people to go
yeah,
with me. But yeah, no, like that's like that's the reason why we went to PortCon for the first time. One is
yeah,
because what is it? Uh, I started working in Portland every now and again for my job,
yeah.
and then I'm being like, wait a minute, is that where this is? That's what they mean by Portland, Maine. And I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit. Like, I love that area. I work there every now and again. And then I found out what
Well,
hotel it was. And I was like, oh,
the funny thing
going.
was it actually used to be in downtown Portland at the Westin,
Oh, yeah?
but yeah, but they moved to the DoubleTree in
Yeah.
Hilton,
Yeah.
and they've been there ever since. Like they fucking love us. Um,
That's awesome.
um, we
It's amazing, amazing small. Like I don't really, I want to. I'm 100% gonna say anybody listening is that don't discount the fact that I'm saying it's a small con. It is just
Yeah,
it is a great small con. Like just
small cons work nowadays.
yeah, they
I mean,
really
they
do.
kind of always they always have, but e- even now, just I've been staffing there
Hmm.
for like 8 or 9 years now.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, so
Cool.
I'm friendly with everybody. Like just yesterday, like the people who run PortCon, Julie and Ryan, like they're a married couple, but
All right.
there's a place here in Westbrook called Weekend Anime, and they own Weekend Anime, which is why PortCon's always has like a bunch of Weekend Anime stuff because they own
Yeah, I
Weekend Anime
noticed that when I started
and they
following
run
them.
PortCon. Yeah. Um, but just yesterday, I was at Weekend Anime in an upstairs room, and they were hosting like a monthly Gunpla build night.
Cool.
And I'm sitting there at the table building my Gundam, and Julie and Ryan are next to me, like building Legos and shit.
Yeah, sick.
And and their daughter is like one table away, also building something.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Like
It's
so, it's a very it's a very close community, and I really enjoy it. I love the people I work with.
mhm.
I love the people I work for.
Nice. That's great to hear
So
because, like, you always
yeah,
hear the fucking drama stories. I'm just like,
yeah,
I'm not here for that. Like, it's like, I'm gonna give like just a great fucking old man thing that happened to me when I was there.
yeah.
Was I went to a panel? Yeah, I believe it was well, it wasn't a panel. It was it was the dating game, and we were
Oh yeah.
hanging out doing the thing, and I'm like, I go to my friend, Kyle, and I'm just like, hey man, there's like a bar down there. You just want to go to the bar real quick? He's like, shit, yeah. So we just walked over,
Yeah.
just walked over, had a few drinks, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. Like I have a few
No, yeah,
beers, and it's like
that's
not
a
that
great
far away
thing.
from me, and I'm like, this is
Yeah,
great. And we sat down and just chilled, and then we
yeah,
just like when we got a chance, we just went back, and I'm like, this is awesome. I love this. This is like.
yeah.
It's not like
It's
like you said,
why
Anime Boston or big convention. It's like, oh, there's a game. You got to line up, and you don't want to lose your seat. It's like, okay,
yeah.
okay, that's cool,
I
I
mean,
guess.
I there were a couple times where I was just like, no, I want to try to keep going and this and that, and then I realized like the only reason I really wanted to try to keep going was because of the dealer's room and like who was there. Like that was always a really good place to go and buy Gunpla, but then
Talk about
I
Anime
just kind
Boston.
of yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then I just said to myself, I'm just like, if I need to spend this much money just to go somewhere to spend more money, this
Based,
isn't worth it anymore.
based.
Like,
I mean, that's literally with like me and my friends group. It was generally the same thing. Was okay, we're at Anime Boston. This is awesome. Okay, just
now what?
what is there to do? I mean, yeah, you just walk to the, you take 10 minutes to go from one end of the fucking thing. You walk
Yeah,
across the Pru, and then you go to security, and then
yeah,
dealer's room. You spend like 3 hours in dealer's room, and you go to the artist alley. Spend 3 hours in the
yeah,
artist alley. You go back to the dealer's room, and you go back to
yeah.
your
And
room
then
to
you go,
eat, and you go
yeah, go
back
back to your
again.
room at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and that's another thing. Like I don't want to say outgrown because like I used to do a lot of the late night programming and
Yeah.
just the moseying around and stuff like that. But like these days at a convention, once 9 p.m. hits, I'm done. Like I
Yeah, dude. I get you, bro. I
like
get you. We take a
I
nap.
can
We have a group
yeah
nap time. I'm not gonna. Dude. Anybody over 25 listening? Gather your crew and say, "Hey guys, 3 o'clock. We're taking a nap. Like,
yeah
don't. Then we'll
dude,
take
dude
shots and we'll
naps
drink coffee. Like, let's do
take a
this.
nap take a nap at a con in the middle of the day, you'll feel
Everybody sleep like this because they don't want to
yeah
mess their
but
makeup. Just
yeah. I mean, I already sleep like a mummy, but
yeah,
yeah, really the only instance I can take doing late night stuff at a con is at AAC for match shit.
yeah.
So
No,
like
true,
that's I
true.
mean, I keep the energy for that, and because that's where I want to focus it
Yep.
all, so that makes it worth it.
Yeah, and once again, small con. Like I
Yeah,
think, and
exactly.
this is like I keep saying, old guy talk, is that
Yeah,
how easy it is to go from your room to where you need to go, and like
Yeah.
running into people like in that way is like
Yeah.
what makes small cons really fucking good, in my opinion.
Yes.
Like it's
Yeah.
one of those things. Like I'll give it to you, and I'll give this. I'll always say this: you're a younger person, definitely go to bigger cons because you'll get more exposure to everything. It's more
Yeah.
your vibe and everything.
Yeah. You'll
But
meet more
yeah,
people.
you'll meet more people. You'll network, so to speak. And just it's fun. It's like it's the hype that you'll want. But like
Yeah.
lack of better words, when you start seeing you start seeing the same thing. Not really the same thing, but you kind of get experience. Like, all right, this is kind of cool. Like you start going to smaller cons. Go to support your local con, and you'll
Yeah.
realize you'll really start meeting people. Like
Yeah.
AAC was my
You'll
first
have.
smaller con, and I'm like, this is awesome. I'm like, I'm just walking 2 feet. Hey, bro, like you cosplay, sick. And you walk around the place, you run to the same person. You're just like,
Yeah.
what's going on? I'm Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm Zuko. What's going on? Oh shit. What else you
Yeah.
like? And you just start talking because it's like, you realize I already saw everything, but time to hang out with people, I guess.
Exactly.
Hell yeah, dude.
I love AAC.
Dude, AAC once again, PortCon, AAC, it's just always on the fucking menu. Always.
Yep.
On the season, like, okay, because like I said, next week is Pop Cult, which is the other one, the smaller convention there, followed by AAC, and then I think that rounds out for me. Potentially, Rhode Island Comic Con might not be in the cards for me because I'm just like, I'm good.
There's. Oh shit! When is it? Yeah, it's the first. Oh my god, it's in a couple of weeks actually.
No, that's how it gets. That's how it gets you.
No, there's a comic store near my house, maybe like 10 minutes away, and in the first weekend of September, there's gonna be a couple Power Rangers actors that are gonna be
Oh,
there, like doing signings
sick.
and shit. So
Sick. Hell
that
yeah, dude.
came as a complete surprise to me. So I am absolutely going for
Sick.
that. Like I will take the fucking day off for that.
Hell yeah.
Um, like I have an idea of what I want to get signed.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
at first I never really was about that, but then I just started getting into that, being like, hey, you know what? Certain
Yeah,
actors
so
or certain things,
yeah,
I'll go out and be like, yo, sign this. This like you did some
yeah,
cool ass shit. Like I want to be like, yo, good shit. You know what I mean? Sign this.
yeah.
This is shit
So
cool.
I started doing this a little more
Yeah.
because I mean back in college, so
Mm-hmm.
this was maybe like 2010. I bought a theater size poster of the 95 Power Rangers movie just to
Okay.
have it
Yeah, of
because I thought
course.
it was cool. I'm
Thought it
like,
was
it's a
sick.
cool poster. And then I remember at Anime Boston one year, I think it was 2017, Johnny Young Bosch was there.
Oh, okay, okay. Which one did he
And I
play?
was
Blue? No.
Black. He was the
Black.
second Black Ranger,
Yeah,
Adam.
okay. Yep.
Um, and I was thinking, I'm like, oh, I'd want to get something signed by him. And I'm like, oh, what do I have? I'm like, oh, I need something Power Rangers because he's one of my favorite Power
Mm-hmm.
Rangers. And I was like, oh, I'll bring the poster.
Nice.
So I brought the poster and had him sign it.
Nice.
And then later that year at Granite Con,
Mm-hmm.
Steve Cardenas, the guy who was Rocky, the second Red Ranger, was there, and I'm like, oh, I'll go get his signature.
Okay, there we go.
And then and then uh and then after that, I'm just like, you know what? I want to try to get all six.
Nice.
So and then maybe 2019, 18, 19, I think it was. Amy Jo Johnson, Kimberly, she
Yep.
was at Rhode Island one year,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't get to Rhode Island, but I gave the poster to Matt, and he had it signed by
Nice.
her
Yeah.
for me.
Sick. Sick.
And then in 2021, because I remember because it was the first year me and Nate had the house.
All right.
I was flipping through Facebook, and then I came by Jason David Frank's social media page, and he was like doing a live stream. He's like sitting in his car just talking to people,
Nice.
and it started auto playing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in Lowell, Mass tomorrow doing a signing," and I'm like, fucking what? Yeah, I'm going."
Oh, okay.
So
I'll show up. Fucking
so yeah, me and Nate went down to Mass that morning, and I got to fucking meet Tommy,
nice. That's
and
the only Power Ranger I met.
yeah, and
Jason David Frank.
yep, he signed my poster. We told him about the wedding, So because the wedding was coming that fall.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, great wedding.
And he's like, oh, that's amazing. And we were like, whatever convention we catch you at next, we'll definitely show you pictures. He's like, absolutely. But
Yeah.
but
Unfortunately
then he
passed.
died
Yeah.
later that fall. Yeah,
Damn.
but the timing of that was crazy. Like I
Yeah.
was able to get his
But
signature
that's
before he
great. Yeah,
passed.
that's great. Just tell him, just to be like there and be telling like, hey man, like I got a sick ass wedding, Power Rangers and shit.
Yeah, but we do still tell other Power Rangers actors we meet about the wedding, and they've all loved it.
Nice.
So, and then maybe the year after that, I sent the poster out to GalaxyCon because they have mail-in stuff,
Uh huh.
and Karen Ashley, the woman who played the Yellow Ranger from that movie, I had her sign it.
Nice.
And then it got back to me, so I just need one more.
Whose is it?
David Yost. He was Billy, the Blue Ranger.
All right. Fair.
So,
It's
and
funny because I think I've seen him in like for Island Comic Con. It's like okay, yeah, hell yeah.
he hasn't been to Rhode Island in a while, though. Like
Yeah.
that's the funny thing. Like
Yeah, I
when
used to
I'm
go
just
when
like,
I first
hey,
went to Rhode
he's
Island
the
Comic. Just
last
walked
one.
in.
Yeah, like he's the last one, but he's like coming nowhere near here
Of
for like the
course.
next year and a half. So it's like,
Yeah. Just plan it. Just gotta plan it.
yeah. So I'm keeping a watchful eye
Hell yeah.
of where he goes,
All right.
but I'll get to see two of the Zeo Rangers, and I'll have them sign my Morpher box. So
Sounds sick.
that'll be sick.
Would be. All right, Jake. I think that's a good place to end. So, especially,
So,
yes, sir. And at the same
all
time, I
right.
feel like it'd be one of the things like, well, hopefully next time we talk, we be able to, you'll see how when's the next fight. You might see the Blue Ranger.
Yeah, maybe.
I do appreciate you coming in, talking. Learned more
Yeah, this
about
was
you
great.
too. It was sick.
Yeah.
All right, man.
You got
Well,
to
yep.
you got to hear some cool Jake lore that I
Yeah, I
haven't
know.
had.
I know why you grew your hair out.
Yeah, I don't get to tell many people that story.
No, that's sick. I didn't even know that. I mean, like, there's so many hairstyles I've done because of anime characters. I do not blame you.
Yeah,
Or video game characters. Hell yeah.
yeah,
All right, dog. Well, thank you for joining me.
yeah. Thank you.
All right. We're signing out.
Yeah, I'll catch you later.